Uh, Here's the thing. Most of the time, what we're trying to do with memberships is we're trying to get people to commit to a recurring subscription. That's a huge amount of lift of time they're giving us and committed money they're giving us. To go from a cold ad, them not knowing us, to I am subscribing to this stranger can be a big trust gap to lift. So what I do, think about it is you want to bridge that gap with baby steps. If you give me your email, I will give you a lead magnet. You fulfill that. That's step one. The drip sequence now gives more value. Like I have additional resources that I give in that drip, and I'm giving even more value of a free trial with no credit card required to my community before I even ask them to buy. So I am walking them up through this step, and then the experience of the community sells them in, and they're like, oh, I don't want to lose this. Then they fall into a standard onboarding sequence of like my 30 days, I have info that I send them. And at the end, it says, by the way, you're going to lose access to A, B, C, D, E, F. You'll keep G and H. If you want to keep a whole alphabet, you can subscribe, and it's $189 a year, $20 a month. So I find that is extremely impactful to actually get people to trade payment info, because it's a huge lift to otherwise get somebody to try to do that.
And then Julie asked, when do you change your lead magnet? Is there a threshold you're looking for to decide that you might need to change that to something
So
else?
the ads I refresh, the ad creative I refresh based on frequency. Like if that frequency number starts climbing up to like 4, 5, 6, 7 times a given person has seen the same ad, you need put new ads in, because it doesn't matter how compelling it is, that ad will start getting stale. With a lead magnet, you need to optimize that for the result. So my whole lead magnet test that I'm running right now is I think people who have an idea but are afraid to test it are a good audience to go after from joining the gym, because we cover early stage entrepreneurship support. And those are people who would be early stage entrepreneurs. Maybe this test comes back that the rate of conversion to paying customers is low, and I can determine that it's not the ads, it's not the copy, it's not the lead magnet itself. It's that particular audience is maybe too early for my offer. Then I would introduce a new lead magnet, for example, maybe a on-demand webinar about $2 lead generation that we're doing right now could be a really good lead magnet. And that becomes a new ad that I then test. And again, new creative, new writing, but the same general flow, a new nurture flow after it, et cetera. So if your bottom of funnel results aren't quite where you want them to be, take a minute and is this lead magnet helping the right type of customer? Because Facebook, Instagram, Meta ads find people who engage. They're going to find more and more people who look like those people, and eventually those people are all going to look the same. And if that audience is not the right audience, you can search for a new audience by bringing up a new campaign with a new lead magnet.